Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, May 29th. And very tropical moisture is going to be heading into the area today and tonight. I think from late this afternoon into the very early morning hours on Thursday. I think that's when the bulk of the rain could fall. And when all is said and done, I think many areas will pick up between 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain. And locally, we could see some areas pick up over 2 inches of rain in thunderstorms that kind of roll over the same areas. Right now, let's hope that the southern part of the state is spared. They don't need any more rain for a while down there. And if we look at the temperature profile, looks like highs today and tomorrow will be in the low to mid 80s. And then we'll have a beautiful weekend with lots of sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. So again, it'll be a great weekend to go out and about across the state of Michigan. If we look at the wrap for yesterday, we had a high of 87.5 here in Breckenridge, a low of 68, so a very warm day out there. Our normal high is only 74, so 13 degrees plus above normal, and about 18 degrees above normal as far as the low temperature, so very warm. Look at this low temperature back in 1891, 21 degrees. That had to have been devastating back then. And if we look at the temperatures around the state this morning, you can say mainly in the 60s to low 70s. A cool spot here in Breckenridge is 63, Lansing at 72 is the warm spot. And if we look at the satellite view this morning, you can see the remnants of Alberto now up into eastern Kentucky. But as this system off to the west, as a kicker, is going to be moving to the east, it's going to drag this system up to the north and into the northeast across the lower peninsula. And then behind that system, finally, we'll get a little bit of dry air, but that won't happen until probably Friday afternoon. We have at least a chance of showers and a couple of thunderstorms tomorrow. There'll be much less as far as the aerial coverage, but again, we can't rule out showers right into early Friday morning, and then I think mostly sunny for Friday afternoon right through the weekend. So it looks like a great weekend coming up. You can see on the radar the spinning Alberto, or the remnants of it. Again, it's already beginning now to make that north turn. As it went into eastern Kentucky, now beginning to turn to the north as this system begins to pick it up. It'll drive it to the north and northeast across lower Michigan. Again, bringing showers, thunderstorms, and with the rotation around that system, we could see some very weak tornadoes pop up, maybe some hail, a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms across much of the lower peninsula. And you can see as far as the forecast map, as that system begins to move north, look at the area from eastern Wisconsin down to eastern Illinois, almost all of Indiana, Ohio, and lower Michigan, under the threat of localized flash flood type rains. So again, we definitely want to hope that the area of southeast lower Michigan and the south central lower Michigan can avoid the heaviest rains. And if we look at the precipitation amounts forecasted, this was the overnight run of around, again, probably around a half inch in the northern thumb area, but for most areas, I think about 7/10, 7/500 to about 1.25 inches. And again, I think these numbers will go up with the 0.6 run, and so we'll keep an eye on that here over the next few hours. But again, I think amounts will be a little bit heavier than this and localized, again, maybe 2 inches or more of rain. As far as the Storm Prediction Center for the day one outlook, you can see much of southwest lower Michigan over, again, up to about Houghton Lake to the Saginaw Bay area and down towards Port Huron. From there to the south and west, a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms. Again, possibly some strong gusty winds. Again, can't rule out a couple of weak spin-up tornadoes, but they would be quite weak. But that's little satisfaction if one of them hits your house. And if we look at the forecast, again, highs today in the mid-80s, highs tomorrow in the mid-80s, chance of showers and thunderstorms. More on a scattered basis this morning, but they'll really increase in coverage and intensity as we go through the afternoon. And again, I think the heaviest amounts will be from about 4 p.m. to about 2 a.m. And I think that's the best timing of maybe when we'd see severe weather, if we're going to see any as well. And then we'll drop down into the 70s as we get into tomorrow, or into Friday rather. The sun will break out and become more widespread in the afternoon. Lots of sunshine over the weekend with highs around 70 to the mid 70s. So a really nice weekend coming up. As far as weather watch this morning, lakeshore flood advisories, again, for that southeast wind driving the winds and waves from Lake Erie and Lake St. Clair onto some of the local beach areas of those counties. But again, not a whole lot going on, but we may see some severe thunderstorm watches in parts of the southern state down into the Ohio Valley later on this afternoon into tonight. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.